So yesterday, Vladimir Putin signed a decree in Russia, basically saying that Russia would no longer sell vital raw materials to countries that it considered unfriendly. Okay, and those unfriendly countries, of course, include most of the nations of the West. Now, this is a complete disaster for the European Union and for Germany in particular, but also the other nations of Europe. This is basically signing a death warrant for the European economies. They will not survive this. A year from now, the standard of living of the European economies will be substantially lower than it is today. If you are a European citizen, because of this decree that Vladimir Putin signed, your standard of living, well, let's put it this way. If you're middle class, it's likely that you're going to be poor a year from today. I mean, like poor, and probably unemployed. And I'm not kidding around. Because you see, the Europeans committed financial suicide by sanctioning Russia. They sanctioned Russia and imposed this total economic warfare on Russia, thinking for some foolish reason that Russia's economy would collapse because of the European sanctions. They thought that Russia was, like Iran, only with nuclear weapons. But you see, Iran is a great nation, but it is not such a big nation that it is really autonomous, autarkic, in the sense of being able to supply itself with all of its needs. But Russia is. Russia, in fact, is probably the only nation on the face of the planet that truly is autarkic, in the sense of being able to supply its own raw materials, its own energy commodities, and its own industrial and consumer goods. They can do that. Certainly, Western goods in many aspects are better than Russian goods, but the Russians can get by. They can get by without Apple iPhones and without BMW cars. But Europe cannot get by without wheat, without aluminum, without neon,